And welcome back, Central Michigan. Today we are excited to bring you truly a anticipated matchup between the Hill College Rebels and your Central Michigan Chippewas in a semi-final matchup. I am here with the coach Vanu. Tell me, how did the Overwatch Academy team get to this level?
We've been practicing a lot. We've been practicing multiple times a week, and we've made sure to be doing our scrims and then VODing afterward, making sure we're learning all the mistakes we're making. What do we need to do to improve? And most importantly, we have become a way better team. Even just working together and everything, we seem to be very split apart, but now it seems like we're, a bunch of cogs in a machine.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen that all year with both teams. Last time we saw you guys played a very, very, very close matchup against another college. That was mid-year. Obviously, you guys says you guys improved a ton. Tell me, what if you were to isolate one thing that your team has specifically gotten better with all year, what would you say that is?
Definitely ability usage around the entire team level. Being able to know when your teammate doesn't have their Suzu, doesn't have their Moira orb or their anti, and then also just calming, making sure that we know what the enemy team abilities have and what our abilities are.
Definitely, those are very important as we've seen all year. In terms of looking at a matchup, in terms of looking at the Hill College, I know we were talking before. Unfortunately, in season when they were playing, Hill College did unfortunately forfeit the game. But in terms of looking at the keys to winning this matchup, is there any one or two players that you think would be the key to winning a matchup like a semifinal like this?
I think we're going to see a lot out of Turtles, probably on Moira, Ana, Brig.
Yes, his Moira is brutal.
Moira, definitely.
Yes.
But yeah, we're going to see a lot coming out of Turtles, and we're going to be swapping in between SDGust and Vilmaris on tank, depending on maps.
Yeah, I say that tank role is very critical, as we've seen. I know we keep saying that, but it's just so important for the tank to be very good, and having multiple different types of tanks is very important. In terms of tank playing, we've seen a very static sort of lineup from the other streams we've seen. What sort of tanks have you seen been played by those two players?
It really is map dependent. If we're on more of a hybrid like Circuit Royale type thing, we'll pull out the Sigma. But if we're on more of a brawly type comp, we'll be running Ramatra, sometimes Malga. Probably not now since he got gutted, absolutely nerfed.
Oh yeah, those nerfs. We have had a balance patch since the last time that we have been on stream. Malga got gutted. If you want to go over, me and Sean are going to break that down in just a minute more what happened. But in terms of adjusting to those balance patches, obviously Overwatch is a very complex, very like sort of intricate game. In terms of being the coach and sort of helping your players do that, what's the most important thing for you?
Most important thing to me is definitely communication. I think right now that's probably our number one thing that we're struggling with the most. Just being able to call out when things are happening and calling out when you need help is going to be the most important. We've been working on that a lot.
Definitely. And we will get into that in a minute where we can see lobby and the other team is starting to show up. I'm sure you want to brief your team a little bit before you get into lobby. So we're going to have Wazoo back with you guys in just a second to help cover the game. Best of luck, coach. I hope you guys all the best in the semifinal matchup.
Thank you.
And we will be right back. And welcome back. We're a little late on this broadcast. It's okay. We're here now. I am here, Snowman, with my co-casting partner.
Yeah, not Vanu, but
We have Wazoo. We had Verna on here for a little bit of a post-match interview. He was excited. He shared some insights on the team so far. We are here watching the Hill College Rebels play against your CMU Chippewa Academy team for Overwatch. Team we have not seen since mid-season. Sean, are you excited? Or Wazoo, are you excited? Sorry.
No, I mean either. Yeah, I mean I would like to see the game actually come into play here, but I'm not sure if that's gonna be possible because we're looking at Hill Rebels only with 4 people.
So how the forfeiture rules work in this is you have to show up within 15 minutes of the allotted time. If that's not true, it's an automatic forfeit. Currently, the Hill Rebels have 4 players at now 7:15, which is a little bit of a concern. But they're talking about maybe having a 4v5 situation, which could be at least interesting to commentate.
I mean, I don't know. They say that they say they've had a 4v5 before, so I'm interested. But I know we can't do that officially, but like.
So we are here. We're excited. We're gonna break it all down for you. So in terms of looking at this academy team, we are gonna see a few familiar faces. We're gonna see Turtles back. He was a sort of like flex player. If you watch basketball, think of it as like sort of a 6-day contract where he could sort of just switch back and forth. It's sort of like a flex contract. So Turtles will be back. He's going to be playing as Moira. We heard from Vanu, maybe a little bit of Brig. He's going to be trying to play a little bit more of like a dominant role in this team, sort of facilitating, which is what you would expect as a player who was as good for the A team as he was this year. We also are going to see a few players we've seen from other games. ClemClorp, who played for our League of Legends team, is currently playing for this team under a different name. And it's going to be interesting to see sort of how this ends up working out. In terms of, I know it's a little bit shocking. In terms of breaking down what you sort of expect from this matchup, what are you expecting to see?
I know we've seen our academy team in action like one time before, kind of on our A team's bye week, but like, and I remember it being a really good game, so I'm interested to see kind of what they'll come out with today.
Yeah, definitely. So this was the thing. So we commentated one of their games, and it was a very, very good game. Very close. Went into game 5 before they unfortunately lost. They ended up going 4-2 on the year and secured a first-round bye for them. So the interesting thing is, that means statistically we cast one of their 2 losing games, which is,
wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's truly an anomaly.
Yeah.
But in terms of looking at this team just in general, we saw that they are very flexible, and they already were communicating well. We mentioned a lot in that live stream. We could see the gears churning. We could see everything slowly meshing together. And from what Vanu was telling me before the stream, it sounds like they are fully flushed together and they are ready to go.
You know, I was offering to play for their team.
it would be. We know you're a master player, which is great, but they have a player updating. It's all tech issues. You know what? It's been quite some time, but you know what? We're excited to be here, and things that we can sort of expect. Not really expect, but things that we can plan for and we can get here. We're very flexible here. We like to pride ourselves on our flexibility, so
that's true. We're
excited to get in on that. In terms of the recent updates, we had a few characters get absolutely gutted. One being specifically Mauga. I have mixed feelings about Mauga being completely thrown out of the meta. Completely out of the meta. Just absolutely gutted. His E got hit. I think his actual primary fire got hit. But I'm interested to hear what your thoughts on Mauga being thrown out of the meta.
I mean, Mauga in general has always been a bit of a contentious character. Ever since he was introduced, really people were just like, well, this guy just doesn't die. He can live through anything. And that, like, I don't think that's very good for the game. It added to that stereotype of no character dies in Overwatch 2.
Oh, yeah. And then it takes a little bit of time to
has so much incredible sustain when moving to Overwatch 2 that it feels like absolutely you're doing nothing. Especially for me, a DPS player, when it feels like you can't even like tickle a tank, it's just terrible. And Mauga is definitely like the penultimate kind of character that accentuated that fact. And it's just like, well,
yeah. You know. And it makes the thing I find interesting about Mauga is it can make his whole team really very difficult to kill because of how his E works, where he can heal everybody. He heals himself, obviously.
Yeah.
But then everybody around him gets that same sort of a little bit of bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting to see a character like that who they've tried to kick out of the meta like 4 times. Like, they've de facto gutted him. They've changed him up more times than we can count.
Mm-hmm.
But he always just finds this niche back in. Like, whether or not we saw Sniper Malga, where your whole thing was just like netting people in the back line and then running in when they're already weak.
Mm-hmm.
Or just like, it's just something weird. And he always finds his weird niche. So we're going to see sort of how that is going to work out. If we see him today, I know the B team was talking about they have played him in the past, but I can't imagine they're going to play him just due to the severity of these nerfs.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm not even sure. Well, if we play today, if this 5th person from Hill Rebel decides to show up or not.
Well, so it sounds as though he's updating the game currently, which I believe there is something probably built in for tech issues, as I would imagine. This is probably.
I remember being when I was playing in this league. I remember it being not very forgiving. If you weren't there on time, you were not getting it. It's a very time locked.
I mean, that makes. And if you don't show up to I play soccer. If you don't show up to a soccer game,
they're not gonna wait.
They're not gonna wait for you.
No,
unless if you don't have the correct amount of players, they're not gonna wait for you. So I can sort of understand both views. I'm hoping because it's a big tech issue, we're gonna see sort of what that ends up being. CMU is currently in the semifinals. It's important to mention that if a forfeiture happens here, they're going straight to the finals, which would put CMU in, I believe, that one of the best positions this year to sort of win a trophy.
Yeah.
Because we have struggled in certain other districts.
Yeah.
18 or 1 game off playoff. They had a very solid end of season though. They were very good.
Yeah.
We could see it all coming together. The league team obviously struggled a little bit this year. So we're gonna see if sort of what that ends up. We are gonna have we're gonna see a moderator come in, sort of try to straighten this out. So we're gonna see what that ends up.
I don't even know what a moderator is gonna say. They'll be like, "Well, is the person here?" No. Well, I hate to tell you.
Well, we're gonna see sort of what that ends up being. Nace is not something that we usually cast a whole lot, just because of there's a few time things. It's because it's usually our academy teams are in Overwatch. Our academy team is in Nace.
Yeah.
And we don't stream more than twice a week. So the game is a half an hour earlier than we have usually seen.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see sort of how that sort of influences. People have classes. I just got off class. Everybody's had classes sort of going on. So it's going to be interesting to see sort of who they're playing and what's going to happen. So we're currently looking to see who is going to be stepping into play for the Rebels team. We did a little bit of You're really itching to play.
I would love to. I don't care who it's against. I would love to play against our academy team. I just want to see what kind of chops they got.
It would be interesting to see, honestly.
Yeah. To
see you play against them. You have played on the true varsity team before, right?
Mm-hmm. That was where I started. When I first got here as a freshman, that's where I started.
So the timeline has been life cycle of all the players. Life is player, observer, broadcast. I feel like that's the life cycle of all pro players as well. Is they start out as players, go to coaches. If that's not successful, instantly become a broadcaster or a streamer. Depends.
I'm still willing to coach. I don't really mind.
I mean, honestly, I could see it. I could see Wazoo the coach. That would honestly probably be a pretty solid coach, to be honest. But who knows? Honestly, as we are going to see here,
oh no way.
We do have a player in lobby. We're gonna
somebody's there.
Sort of what the result of that is. We're waiting on. We're just gonna see. We're gonna be flexible here. We're gonna be like water, as I'm sure somebody has said at some point. I know we're sort of just drawn out. We're drawing it out at this point a little bit.
I'm looking at the lobby right now. It looks like they have 5 people, but I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's already been kind of cast as a forfeit or not. I mean, they are here, but it was, nearly 10 minutes over. So.
Well, I'm down to cast. If the game starts, we will be here to cast every moment for you guys with not perfect.
I mean, it might just be like a win, but we'll still probably play it out.
A win with playing. A win with a little bit of playing. So we're going to give a few minutes to sort of sort this out. We're going to bring the moderator in, sort of see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We will be right back after it gets ironed out. We will be here to explain everything about what just happened. Thank you, and stay with us. And welcome back on a truly interesting map 1 between your Central Michigan Chippewas and
yeah,
the
that
Mill
map
College
that
Rebels.
map was crazy. I'm so glad it happened within 10 seconds.
So we got the moderator in. We were on. They were on chat with him. Our program manager,
Yeah.
obviously our production manager, and then the coach. We're all on chat, and the rules actually we take the first map as an automatic win, which honestly I think is good for the team because that
Yeah.
means we don't get to play control. It's an automatic win for us. But
I want
to hear your thoughts.
I mean, I'm just happy we won control within 10 seconds, and I personally have never seen a team do that before. So I think this academy team's already shown a lot of that. Because I guess Nace rules are just really funky like that, and if you're late, you can just kind of sweep it under the rug and take a loss of a point, I guess.
Well,
I don't know.
mean, overall, it's a good outcome. It's an outcome for CMU that we're looking for. It's a very good outcome for the team. You get to save a little bit of stamina in going in because if it goes out to 5 matches, you're gonna want make sure it's gonna be nice to have an extra point just in your back pocket.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, at least we get to see a game today, so
I was just saying
we don't
that was the
end stream and
alternative.
be like,
That was the alternative, and that would have
yeah.
been very unfortunate. We are going to go straight into the second
That
game
looks
mode,
like
I believe.
that looks like a Lijiang Tower to me.
I believe we're going into the second game where we're gonna be flexible until we get into this first game. We're not 100% sure how it's gonna work out yet. But if we are gonna go into the first game, we're gonna probably see Lijiang, which we've seen all year. It's been an absolute staple. If we go into hybrid, what would you suggest? Hybrid as a game mode. We probably should explain.
Yeah.
Lijiang Tower is a map that is specific to Control, which is a game mode that you can play in Overwatch.
That was and I mean, we have specific game modes we need to play for each map. So with the point being taken, I'm not sure if we're doing. I thought we weren't doing
I was
control,
gonna
but
say we were told one thing, but you know what? It's been it's been a little bit confusing. It's been a little bit more weird than we usually see.
I guess we're doing anything now. You know, it's the conveyor belt, really. It's the guy looking at the stuff on the conveyor belt. I guess we're doing Lijiang now. I don't know.
Honestly, you know what? Lijiang's fun. As we're going to
All
get
right.
into,
Well, I guess we are doing
do we
Lijiang.
call it game number 1 or do we call it game number 2 just for continuity? I think we call it game number 2. I think we call it game number 2.
I guess it's game number 2 at this
As
point.
we get into game number 2, CMU is up 1-0 here.
Oh yeah.
In terms, we haven't seen this team since midseason.
Yeah.
I saw them warming up Junkrat. You might
Oh,
appreciate that.
yeah,
To see
yeah, yeah, I do
Junkrat
appreciate that.
being warmed up. In terms of what we could see from the rest of them, what do you sort of expect, if anything?
I mean, I remember we had a decent Zarya. I do remember,
There it is. The Zarya comes
Oh
straight
yeah,
out
okay,
for
there
you.
we go. That's what I'm like. that's what I'm
Zarya is
saying.
out. We do see a May. May is very strong on this map, as if you fight in one of the under areas,
Yeah.
that wall is just absolutely.
Oh,
it can just
dude,
cause
and
you
we
big
also have
stress.
skins on because and the googly eyes for April Fools Day. I forgot. Hello, April Fools, everybody.
Oh yes, the googly eyes. It is April 1. So
You know, I just realized we could use April Fools as an excuse for half the issues with this.
Oh, we definitely could have. Dang, we really missed that.
Okay,
We missed
well,
on that.
now anybody coming in right now, it's April Fool's, so we just.
That's why we started 30 minutes late.
CMU got to
Fools.
take a April Fool's kind of win.
As Vilmaris here is going to be approaching into that middle area, we can see Turtle's going to lead the charge a little bit. They're going to take it, get on this point early. They're just trying to isolate. Find that DPS that's out of position. Find that support that's out of position.
Oh, look at that cosmic skin.
It's a very nice skin there. As we do see a big trade there as Tails takes out Gust, as Graphy takes out Tails. Very good out of them. Tank for DPS, you are one of these. I mean, as Vilmaris takes out
Very
Peterson.
good, very
Another
good.
trade. They trade
Nice beam down on that basket.
As we are going to see Turtles there take that back line roll, just try to heal up that Bastion.
And just the Bastion just kind of living forever.
Oh yeah. Hey, here's
look
going
at
to be
those
2 supports.
Oh, look at
there.
those Jade weapons right there. I
As
like.
Graphy takes out 2, both of the support and
Yeah.
DPSs are gone.
I think well, I guess Nace, I guess they don't really mind if you have skins and weapons skins on, which I honestly prefer because
I'm all for it. They're very cool.
as
Overwatch
much as I
has
love
nice
the
skins.
base skins of characters in this game, I just want to see some gold weapons every now and then. And apparently that's a crime in ESC. We don't like that. We don't
But
like our
honestly, I could
customization that we pay
take it
for.
either way. It's more of like a it's like a convenience pick. As we are going to see Vilmaris, he's going to try to step up with using that big hitbox. Oh, here's the grab.
from
And
the
a nice
above.
coalescence to keep Vilmaris alive.
Yeah, great identification there from Turtles.
Reload that.
As we are going to see Nace just try to push it back, nearly getting a kill there on the enemy Juno.
Oh, very good, very good.
You see the gravity as being an option now for CMU that can
look
go
out
out
for
of
that
this
trap.
entire area. Almost heard sound like Vilmaris heard you there. She immediately takes out
Immediately
that
look
trap.
at the trap, yeah.
As we are going to see Turtles here, he's going to be able to step up a little bit. Try to keep that Zarya alive.
Yeah, CMU doing a very good job just holding this choke point here. It looks like
They have a
College
lot
wants to
of
go around
ults,
the other
too.
way.
They have 3 ults charged.
Oh, well, anyone
We are going to see the whole hog come out,
Yeah.
as we do see the ult from Graphy come out. And
well, the grab was not
Graph
exactly
missed
bad.
by a little bit, but
But, I mean, the Sojourn ult got 2 people, so.
very good on it. CMU to start to secure this objective.
I mean, the Hill College ain't touching that. It's 96.
Yeah, as I said, they're not going to be able to get there close enough, even if they did have a Lucio. As we are going to see them secure game number 1, in round number 1 of map 2. CMU looking very strong through the entire section there. A little bit of struggling with the alt usage of Zarya, but I
Yeah.
think it was sort of, she was sort of knew she wanted to use it.
I think
but
everybody
then-
just wanted to use it because it was like at the 90% range. You're like, well, it was the last fight of the match. I might as well throw it out
I
there.
think she looked up. Everybody was already dead. She's like, well, I gotta shoot it now.
Yeah, exactly.
Has to be used.
Well, I can't end the round with ult charge. That's a little embarrassing.
And I cannot help but wonder how will it be.
I actually don't know. Feels like it would be a crime.
Why not? Yeah, you might as well use it.
Especially if you have a big environmental effect. Like, sorry, I had.
Yeah.
In terms of, if you think we're going to see any switches, we are going to see a small switch by Hill College going onto that Mercy.
And the
Mercy has
Sig
proven
as
to be an
well off
issue.
Roadhog.
Sig is an interesting pick against Zarya.
Or Sig. I'm player build, player brain, so I just call everybody by like a nickname.
Yeah, that makes sense, honestly. You gotta be fast here. Actually, I'm gonna see that Maywall. Maywall is almost as devastating on this map as it is everywhere else.
Yeah.
I think the issue with how Hill College has been playing is they've been really charging up that shield. Oh, that big rock made
That
it
was a
an
big-
issue
yeah, that
as
was a
Chaos
big
takes out both Graphy and Versailles takes out Ktrain. CMU is gonna be first off point here early. In terms of looking at this team, they've got to avoid the rocks. It's just so brutal in that
Yeah.
CC effect, and really messed up Azaria's thing. And Parasail's gonna get dust there.
Gus just needs to make sure to hit these May walls. They're really good at just trapping enemy teammates or enemies kind of in caught out positions.
CMU might take a big flanking route here as they're positioned themselves to go through the top area. If you take a right on this hallway, or a left now, if you take a left on this hallway, they will be positioned right at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
Which is a shooting gallery for your Sojourn. We are going to see her orb go out. She's just trying to get a big charge as Parasail takes out Turtles.
Yeah.
We are going to see a big amount of damage on that
dive
Sigma.
onto that Sigma, yeah.
She does have that ability to sort of just prevent any
Ooh,
death.
very
Parasail's
good.
going to
Shot
out-heal
tip, but,
Graphy.
yeah.
I do see the ult from both Kiriko and the enemy soldier and go off, getting a double kill as Chaos takes out another one. Turtle's going to be forced back. He does have Cola.
Yeah.
Though Pat Valkyrie of Mercy may prove to be an issue as she will have ult charge here in just a second.
Yeah, definitely.
CMU's got to get on point here to say it. It is at 62%. You probably have 2 more fights if CMU get on point.
Yeah. Likely one if this one takes a long time.
Oh, we are going to see the ult on the Sigma come out. As very big coalescence there, and the Turtle's healing everybody up.
Yeah,
And
I'm
he's
a bit
gonna force
concerned about that coalescence. As much as you want to keep your team alive like that, coalescence is better for just sustain rather than
As
burst
coalescence
damage.
is going to take, I mean, Tails is going to take out Graphy. Dust is going to get that. Is going to get that
Getting the
Mercy.
sig- yeah, there you go.
Very good there as Ktrain takes out Tails and Gus takes out Bastion to sort of end that engagement. CMU is going to be on point for the first time this match.
Yeah.
Very good out of them. And now Gus has got to play a little bit conservative here. May does not have a ton of escape
Oh,
options.
and a good wall there, but the kind of shield stopped that.
Very good ability to protect yourself. The reflexes there out of Gus to sort of get him out of that situation. I hear the Bastion ult. As the
Yeah.
Bastion ult goes off, he does not hit any of the 3, I don't believe, but it's more of an area than I don't think than anything else.
Yeah. I think the main issue that CMU is having is with that Sig shield. They're trying to break that down. It's kind of hard with a May and a Zarya. So trying to get to the enemies behind that. Graphy gets
Graphy gets Parasails a very good Even if DPS
Oh,
can
and
be
gets
gone.
the stop the
Graphy,
res.
double there.
Oh,
triple
Graphy,
there.
look at that!
As he takes out the
Putting the-
support, DPS, and tank of
Putting that cosmic
Oh,
weapon to
gosh.
good use. Look at that.
definitely
Own
power of
that.
skins there. As you can
Oh
see.
yeah, yeah.
Definitely a huge amount of damage there. CMU will nearly level this game out at 51 to 90%.
Oh, and I hear an enemy Sojournal, but they're stuck
Oh,
with
she's stuck behind the A-wall. That's going to be not good for them. Peterson
Oh,
is still going to
Ktrain
get killed.
does get taken out.
As
Oh,
Peterson's going to get
Graphy
double
gets
there.
taken out as well.
Turtles
Oh,
there with
Coalescence
a great
does get...
Coalescence combined with,
Oh, Turtles Coalescence goes crazy, as usual.
as usual, as he's able to pump a triple kill. Vilmaris, they're able to finish it off. And Reaper's not going to have a good time.
That Reaper's
against
going to get
that.
hard staggered right now.
I'm gonna say not gonna have a good time there against either of the characters really on point as they can both run.
Yeah, I mean, especially not against the Zarya. The Zarya's do a lot better. Is that Mercy going to go for a red?
I think she may be. Oh, never mind. She's just gonna be healing behind the wall, trying to find
That's
cover.
where are you at, bro? That's wow. That was risky. That was risky.
That was exceedingly risky as Vilmaris here is just gonna try to isolate and destroy exactly what you want to see. As
I
Turtles
hear a male from us.
Oh yeah, you can
that
see it.
Winston bubble does not help him as he immediately gets taken out by Vilmaris.
Oh, a very good shot there to May to end the game as CMU takes game number 2, making the result 2-0 in
Yeah.
favor of CMU as we go on to hybrid. Overall, very good performance out of them. We were a little bit concerned there, as we
Yeah.
were going to see probably the Turtles triple kill here in the play of the game. Right here, combined with that gravity, a great usage of ults